Hello, guys. This is part two of just talking about Kingdom Hearts and life in general. Um, I'm pretty much probably done talking about Kingdom Hearts. Because to be honest, it's just depressing, to be quite honest. Knowing that, knowing that you need to look to an alternative in a way. Remember, because you got spit in the face. I think these companies don't understand and overstand what they've done to certain people. Now, I'm not talking about not like to be honest, yes, psyche wise, because there's certain people will just take it, and other people will be really pissed off. Then there's others that will look at it like me and be like, if you did that in front of my face, you won't be standing, but but you're a company. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave, and I'm not going to look back. I'm going to grow old and live a whole better life, a happier life than what you're producing. And I'm not talking about games. I'm talking about what you're doing to people. You know? It's almost like when you're in a company and they want to ruin your life, ruin that fucking mind, ruin your mind. All because you just want to have a nice job or good or good life in general. Well, there's people out here that don't want that for certain people because they're evil. And most people might be like, oh, well, yeah, they're just evil. And I'm like, guys, oh, they're just bad people. I'm like, no, I mean, guys, they don't have a soul, basically. They're not what we call human. They're not. They might look like it, but those type of people, dude, you guys gotta put it together at this point. They're not what you think they are. Oh, but they look Hispanic, they look white, yeah, but they're not what they look like inside their body. Have you ever heard? It's not with the outside, it's what the inside counts. That doesn't just go to love, baby. That does not just go to love, baby. That goes to the mind. That goes to the heart and soul. Okay? Because if you are fucked up here, you are fucked up inside your body. Did you know that? Some people live their whole lives not knowing that. That is sad. That is sad. And you know what? That pisses me off sometimes. Not because they don't know it, it's because they're being suppressed. And that's what pisses me off. Because when you wake up to what's really around here, and I will go back to Kingdom Hearts soon. I will. But let me just tell you this. This goes to freaking companies, not bien. But when this shit happens, what do you think? I don't know, man. When this is how I feel, man. I haven't done a just like talking video in this channel. So if you're just here to just listen to Kingdom Hearts, I'm sorry. But again, it is called just talking and plus life in general. So I will go back to talking about Kingdom Hearts. But if you just want to sit down and hear a brother out, go ahead. I might tear up later. you know, but I just gotta put my heart out there because there are things out here, man, that a lot of people don't know. And I'm not gonna go super deep into it. But if I if I did if I did if I did this video will be taken down, to be quite honest. And my YouTube channel will be taken down, so let's not do that. Especially, yeah, if I go really, really deep into it. And I won't. It's just not that time right now. I just want to pull my heart out. All I know is that there are certain things right now with these companies that are sad. But the point is to take back at all of this and be like, you know what? Either I can do something and make it better of my own, you know? Or go to somewhere else that will actually give me what I want. That's really it. All these advertisers, all these companies with, movies and games, they need to realize this. Instead of being corrupt as fuck. But it's very hard to do that when there are certain beings on a planet that they're not supposed to fucking be in. But all of that's gonna be wiped off clean soon enough. Mark my words. Alright? I might not be right all the time, but oh man, I'm usually right about the craziest shit. You have no idea, guys. I've been right of the craziest shit that's happened in my life. You won't believe. Alright? And the thing is might not be crazy to you, but it'll be crazy to me because I thought about it and it manifested and it came to life. That's the power of that's the power of manifestation. That's the power of thinking a lot. And that's why some people do say you gotta be careful when you think. And I'm using this as like a pointer and shit. I'm not no fucking goddamn teacher. Where's that accent coming from? I don't know. I'm just using it. I'm not making fun of nobody. I'm just doing it. That's how I am sometimes. But have you ever thought about these companies as a real person and wonder if they were, they'd be locked up? You know? Not all of them. Some of them will probably die because someone would have took them out already. Seriously. The stupid shit that these companies do, are you kidding me? If we did that in real life, we'd either be dead or fucking be in jail. And don't say you wouldn't, you would. Okay? Seriously. Now, some of these movies, some of these movie companies and video game companies, oh, this is not an enlightenment video, but oh my god, guys. Let's just say Last of Us 2, well, Last of Us, the series, the way that looks like is around the corner. Oh, don't worry. It won't be as bad as what you think it is. Actually, no. It'll be worse. It'll be way worse. Way, way worse. And most people are like, but why are you laughing? Because it's not going to affect the good ones and the people that are part of nature. It's going to affect people that are not supposed to be here. You know? On this planet. It's just, that's the way it is. I don't know what to tell you. You can't change it. It's been done. This is a cosmic law. This is not even a cosmic law. This is the cosmic thing that's happening. She's made her decision. She's not changing her mind just because you said no. This is way bigger than you. Just saying, it's way bigger than me. Way bigger than me. This is a spiritual battle. If you really want to get down to it. Really, it is. That's why they want to distract you with movies and video games. But in these movies and video games, if you looked at it in a knowledge view, as like a knowledge base, if you actually study it too, some of these movies and video games tell you about what happened in past lives. or what they see from you, like the superhero movies, or what's going to happen in the future because they saw it in a crystal ball. Yes, they have that shit. What do you think they always interpreted in movies? Look at 9/11. They knew what was going to happen in 9/11. They planned that shit. All of it. Crying out loud, a brother was talking about it on the news on that day. I heard a loud bang before the towers fell. Then he's gone. Nowhere to be found. There's even a website about it. I don't know if that website's still up. But that brother's gone. Where is he? They killed him. And they used his body for whatever they wanted to. Because colored people are not what you think they are. I don't want to give you a lecture or anything like that. It's just that if you guys want to know me in this channel, this is something I have to tell you. But again, I'm not going to go so deep into it. It's just something I want to give you like that's a crumb, to be honest, what I just gave you. Most people are like, that's a crumb? I'm like, yeah. That's a crumb compared to all the shit that I can tell you. I just don't want to do it in my CHUCKY channel because I'd rather do it in my Enlightenment channel. But I got you guys though. I might do just a day of me just sitting back and just hearing shit, just being me, just literally just pouring my heart out, you know? So I'm still doing that here, but with the Enlightenment stuff, I'm gonna, you know, so because a lot of people still want me to talk about Kingdom Hearts and everything like that. So now some people probably want me to mention you said Enlightenment stuff about Kingdom Hearts and spiritual stuff about Kingdom Hearts. What's so spiritual and Enlightenment about it? Well, here's the thing. Everything in that game, in that universe, is real. Everything. Including what you see in Kingdom Hearts 3. Yes, everything. That's not one of the reasons why I hate it. Story-wise, I hate it. Characters, I hate, you know. That's why. But in a spiritual enlightenment way, holy shit. Holy shit. And I'm not talking about Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm talking about the whole series. Okay? They telling you, look, there's even back then, Disney even told you this. There's literally animals that look humanoid. Yes, there's a dog that's like Goofy. There's a mouse that looks like Mickey Mouse. There's a duck that's like Donald. For crying out loud, we have Howard the Duck. That movie even tells you. Okay? And yes, most people are like, then that means the Disney worlds are real, right? Yes. So are the Looney Tunes world. That's real. Most people are like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you serious? I'm like, I'm not playing with you. Yes, it's real. It's a real thing. Why do you think they put it in Space Jam 2? And in Ready Player One? They put it in your movies, people. They put it in your movies. They do. They don't. That's the thing. That's why if people look at it as an educational thing, then they see right through it. They will see that it's telling them the truth. Same thing with video games. You know, even if they hate it or not, it doesn't matter. I had to learn that the hard way. You know, in some aspects, you know, all of this shit is real, man. All this shit is real. And by the way, too, anything that you draw is real. And that's even more apparent if you're Hispanic or black. So-called Hispanic and black. Because you're not Hispanic or black. If you're Hispanic and black. Then what are we? You're Anunnaki. And you Anunnaki. Right? But most and foremost, We're plasma beings. That's why we have color in us. We came out of chaos. We're dark matter people. Or carbon. Right? And that doesn't go to any hate to any white folks. Because some white folks want to be like, oh, that's one of the reasons why these founding fathers came here a long time ago. I don't want to start that argument. Because some white folk, not all of you, some of you might be offended by it and be like, oh, fuck you. This. I'm like, this is why we had the founding fathers coming through here and then fucking took our towers down and we forgot everything, which is also in the movie Avatar. When they took down the trees in the Avatar movie, yeah, that's how we fell in vibration. You want a receipt to find that that's actually accurate and true? Look at the Devil's Tower. It's a fucking tree bark, and if you look, and if you even type down if you write down on Google and you tell it, hey, is the Devil's Tower a tree bark? They literally will tell you no. When you clearly see with your two physical fucking eyes, it's a tree bark. That type of shit pisses me off. Alright? Seriously, man. But enough of that. Enough of that. I just want to, a few things. So, what other things I could talk about? I know you want me to guys probably talk about more about Kingdom Hearts a little bit. So let's talk about it until I continue on with something else. So this franchise, I do love it. I do. Is it the best series ever? Of course not. No series is, guys. Even Dragon Quest is. But Dragon Quest has, if you separate some Dragon Quest games, they are masterpieces. And I'm talking about, like, some of them. Hell, my first introduction to Dragon Quest was Dragon Quest 6. Yeah. Some people hate that game. To be honest, I never beat it, but it's not, I don't hate it. Most people are like, yeah, no shit, because it's your first. I sold that game a long time ago, but I never hated it. Why you sold it? For money, dude. Like, I needed money at that time. Does it matter? Why do you need to know my personal life? I know I'm pulling my heart out, but I don't have to tell everything. Good lord, guys. You want me to tell you the time that I almost died? Most people are like, what? Yeah. Never told you that, right? I never made a YouTube video about that. When was this? Actually, a couple of times. There's been times that I almost got ran over by a car. Most people are like, did you look both ways? I've always looked both ways. But then people think that, oh, no, you don't. And I'm like, when I'm on the sidewalk, I don't pay attention. Barely. Oh, that's bad. Trust me, it's barely. I pay attention, basically. Like, I pay attention, but, like, if I'm walking to a direction that I know I'm gonna keep going, and not, like, stopping in an area yet, then, yeah, I'm going to keep walking. I'm not going to get hit by, a car, or I'm not going to hit myself by a tree if I'm walking straight. But, I don't have to talk about that. So, if anyone, most people probably want to be like, all right, what would you change with the Kingdom Hearts series? If anyone wants to ask that question. And I always say most people. I don't know why I say it, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But what would I change with Kingdom Hearts? I mean, really, at the end of the day, nothing. It's just because it's not really my story. I probably would have changed a few stuff, yes, especially with Kingdom Hearts 3. But what can I point out? I don't know. Because it's not my story. And the thing is, I can't really think of anything to fix Kingdom Hearts. To be honest, Nomura has put himself in a hole. I can't fucking dig it out. If I can't dig it out, the most creative person that's probably here right now, then you're fucked. You're fucked. Good luck getting out of that. Nomura probably has to put some bullshit story to get out of this one, probably. And you know what? I'm actually intrigued of what it is, to be honest. I won't play those games, and if I ever do come back and play one game, I don't know which one I will pick. By the time I'll probably pick up another Kingdom Hearts game is when Sara is having a kid. Oh, he already had a kid. And we're playing as their kid. And if that doesn't happen, then why are we still continuing the saga to begin with? The boy's not even 28. He's still fucking 15 years old. Or what now, 16? Right? I guess we can jump a little bit farther now. So most likely in the next game he'll be 16 or 17. You know? But at this point, I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3, he should at least be 16. The thing that I did like about Kingdom Hearts 3, to be honest, what I really, really did like, even though they kind of fucked it up, is Saga and Kairi finally getting together. They didn't kiss, but they hold hands. And they finally embraced each other a bit. But that kissing scene, man. The fact that you guys didn't have that in Kingdom Hearts 3 is actually a shocking. Like, why you guys didn't do it? It's Kingdom Hearts 3. You guys could have made posters, advertisements. You guys could have made t-shirts of it. Little freaking Funko Pops of them kissing and shit. Or statues of them kissing. People would have ate that shit and bought that shit. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. I mean, it's not the biggest complaint. It's just a nitpick. But I saw merchandise up the ass with that shit. Why? Because because in my head, I thought about it as an iconic moment. Like, Square would just make it beautiful. But I guess they just don't care for that because they killed Kairi in the game. Got you, bitch. I remember when I saw that, I'm like... And then, out of nowhere, I always want to mention this because it's hilarious. So it's just like, why her? And I'm just laughing my fucking ass off when I was playing the game because I'm like, why her? Yeah, it could have been Riku or Mickey, not Kairi. It could have been one of them, not her. Just get them, not her. Yo, it was so fucking funny. So funny. That right there showed Saw's true fucking colors. I don't care for a fucking rat's ass. That showed Saw's true colors, man. That shows Saw's true colors. And I love it. I fucking love it. If that, you know what? If they ended the game like that, I would have given it a 10 out of 10. I don't give a fuck if everyone ranted. I don't give a fuck. 10 out of 10. I probably would have been upset too, but you know what? They probably would have been like, "Oh, get all the what is it? Get all the what is it? Mickey Mouse heads, and then you get those final moments. I would have been like, fine, I'll do it. That I would have pushed myself to do it, because then I would have been like, yo, I need to know what bullshit they're gonna do next now. That's just me. Most people be like, fuck you. But I would have done it just for the fuck of it. Just for the fuck of it. And most people be like, that's the problem with this series. Sometimes Nomura does shit just for the fuck of it. And sometimes that pisses fans off too. I know. But you know what? How about this? What if there was a what if scenario in the game? No one wouldn't mind that. And I wouldn't mind that either. Hell, I love that shit in video games. You know? And sometimes it's in RPGs. Not a lot of RPGs, but some of them. And I actually like that. I like it when it is in RPGs because it makes it more, I don't know. It makes it more expansive, you know? It almost tells me that there's different universes of these characters doing different things. Almost kind of, it reminds me of The Wardens and Review, you know, the first game when they were playing Timper and Stammer. You know, it felt like an anime. Literally. I remember playing that shit and I'm just like, literally, Square, this could be an anime right here. Make this into an anime. Like the whole shit that you did with the Wardens with You anime, that was shit. Fuck you for that shit. Fuck you for that shit. Literally, that shit was dog shit. Me and my friends stopped watching that shit because I was just like, nah, they're not doing the game justice, and it's fucking sad. Might as well do the Tenpin Slammer one. That's most closer to anime than anything. And I wouldn't mind that at all, to be quite honest, because I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the fuck out of that shit. I did. It was a nice little side thing. It was. It really was. You know? So, stuff like that I really do like in games. Well, will I do it in my game? Probably not. I'm not really thinking too. I'm not thinking of other things right now to put things in my game because what I already have right now is basically final. Yeah, I just need to. Excuse me. I just want to do a certain thing in my game. To drive cars, and I'm trying to figure that out. How to drive cars? You can only. I know how to. I can make my car fly, but I can't make my car drive. Story of my life. Oh, but just have it fly then. I would if I can actually do that in the map that I want the car to be in. Mainly because I use the map that I can't put the car to do it. So I fucked up. I would have to restart that whole map, and I don't want to. I took time and effort with that map, and I put NPCs in that map. It's basically almost done. And you're telling me I need to restart it? I had to restart my game twice now. The first time I accidentally saved it permanently, and I didn't think you can untake it or not. And this is RPG Maker Fez. If you know anything about that, let me know. And I'm still trying to figure out how to use cars, because I'm trying to make it feel like that Grand Theft Auto, like you just take cars and all that shit, you know, because it's paying homage to Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Grand Theft Auto, and Super Mario 64. Those are the 4 inspirations I got for my game. And if I said that out loud to people, they'd be like, that sounds pretty badass, you know? I'm like, yeah, you know. I'm still working on the kinks. I got the gameplay down and everything. The only thing is I need to put some party members down in, because it's a different type of RPG system that I'm doing. It's 2 types of gameplays. Traditional RPG, but action RPG also, you know. I figured out how to make it action RPG, which is pretty cool. I like how I figured that out. Is it the best? No, but it's at least something, you know. And we're actually getting engaged, and yeah, I'm actually having fun with it. So, and you know, just exploring my own world, just figuring out and all that shit what I did and everything. I was just like, ooh, you know, you get giddy inside making your own game. You feel like a madman scientist making your own experiment, your own Frankenstein. You know, that's how I felt like when I first played. When I first make when I was first making my game in RPG Maker Fez, man. I do have RPG Maker MV for the Switch, but I want to finish with the DS one before I basically move on to the Switch version and basically make it there, you know. And when I do that, I'm planning to obviously get a new laptop and buy RPG Maker tool so it can actually really use not the really use my creative style like the drawing and maybe the art style and all that for that. So I am planning to do that for my game. But there's a lot of but anyways, going back to Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts you know, is a game. Kingdom Hearts is a game that people either would love it or hate it. And if you love it, you love it. If you hate it, you hate it. But I don't know. I don't hate the series. It just has problems, especially with Kingdom Hearts 3. And I just something tells me that we probably might get, because I literally told myself that we should probably start off with Kingdom Hearts 2. After Kingdom Hearts 2, just say that it's over. Like the Xehanort Saga is over right there. Right there. Just, oh, but what about Xehanort? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It really doesn't matter. Just forget it. Just drop it. Just drop it. It could be a mystery. Leave it as a mystery. You guys don't have to explain everything in fucking video games, people. Good lord. You could have just been like, Xehanort is... You could have just been like, oh, Xehanort was just Xemnas. And that was it. You know? If I was going to do the Kingdom Hearts series, like if someone was giving my range, be like, hey, I want you to make Kingdom Hearts game, I would have been like, okay, we're starting with 2. Wait, what? Yeah. I'm rebooting the franchise. There's going to be 2 timelines now, motherfucker. Man, because you fucked up. I would have done that. I would definitely would have done that. Most people are like, well, you get the gameplay style of Kingdom Hearts 2? Well, no shit, obviously. And then make it, obviously, with little kinks and shit. You know, a slight tweak, not what they did in Kingdom Hearts 3. But a slight tweak, and that's really it. Maybe extra difficulty, a new enemy to face, not like fighting an Unverse or Heartless. We probably would get it up. Could be an Unverse, so who knows? Probably I will leave the Unverse in, because the Unverse are actually pretty cool. I like the way they look, and I like the designs and all that shit. So we'll probably keep them in, but we'll think of a new enemy and everything like that. Since in a way the Unverse, and technically I will have to keep Birth by Sleep, because Birth by Sleep is, well, I will keep Birth by Sleep, but the characters don't come back. They're lost forever. They're lost. And Terra's dead. Because you killed Xemnas. He's dead. He's dead. And Ansem. They're dead. They're dead. They're dead. And now Ven is just living inside his heart forever. And most people are like, then he's just sleeping forever. Exactly. That's it. Leave those characters be. Most people are like, why? Why will you leave as a tragic? Because it's better that way. It's better that way, guys. And look, despite how much I love the character Sqawn so much, she has to be gone. Why do I do this to myself? I'm sorry, Sqawn. I love you. I always will love you. You know that. But, I don't give a fuck. Sqawn, don't fuck with my Sqawn. Alright? Alright? I'd rather have her be the main character than Sarah. So, you know what? Here's what we do. Actually, I'm actually starting after. I'm actually starting with Kingdom Hearts 2, so we can't have. Yeah, you know what? Those characters are gone. So, yeah. But those games happen, and those characters happen. I'm not changing that. I'm not changing that. I'm not changing anything. No, no, we're just starting with Kingdom Hearts 2. There will be Birth by Sleep in 350 days / 2 days part of that timeline. There will be that, yes. And yes, and obviously Chain of Memories, no shit. So there will be that. There will be that. Because we need to get, we need to, well, yeah, yeah. There will be that. Sorry, I was just thinking of something. But, other than that, a new villain, we will get the Master of Masters, or what maybe, actually, no. I would save the Master of Masters for the next Kingdom Hearts saga and have the four um, Keyblade wielders you see in Ewing costs to be the main focus of the whole series, you know? And after everything, the whole thing, you find out that the player, which is you playing as Sarah, eventually you have a charity like Sarah, and the same thing that happens in Unicross happens to you, but with Sarah. His charity becomes into darkness and shit, and you have to fight him. That's your final boss. That's your final boss. There you go. There's your final boss. That's what I would have done. You know, that's what I would have done. And Donna and Goofy all with you, yes. And you will have other like animals and shit like that. Like again, going back to the Dream Eaters, that's when the Dream Eaters will be introduced and shit like that. So, the charity will basically be like a guide for you and everything like that, and help you along the way, and then eventually like fuck you over at the end of the day. Like all this time they were, it was a scheme for them all along and everything like that, and you were just making him stronger and stronger and stronger. I would have done that. I definitely would have done that. That sounds, to be honest, that sounds pretty cool. The more I think about it, that would have been the next saga. That's what I would have done. And half of the Keyblade wielders from Union Cross would be dead. I would keep Ava, and Ava would be alive. And who's the one that looks like Aqua? I was gonna keep her. Yeah, we'll keep her. I think we should keep the two females. We should. I think we should. I think we should. I think it's better that way. I'm trying to think a little bit. What's up? I'm trying to think if we should keep her. But let me know if I should keep her or not in my version of the game. And then finally, to end the all series, we have the Master of Masters. The Master of Masters will obviously be the final guy of the whole thing that we all been knowing, and then you find out that from the beginning of Kingdom Hearts all along that he's been moving the strings. Obviously, we thought it was Ansem, we thought it was Xehanort, we thought it was the Union leaders basically, or we thought it was that charity, but no, it was actually him. We found out it was him all along and everything like that, and most people might be like, oh, they think that he's sorry and everything like that. I'm not going to do that. I was going to just to probably be funny or piss people off. I'm not going to do it. He'll be his own character. What I will make him look like, to be honest, I'm thinking just a mannequin. Just a mannequin figure. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. A cloak, then when you take the hood off, it's just a mannequin. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. That sounds so much better for me. And when you fight him, he's literally a puppet and he has a whole bunch of fucking arms and shit. And then all the people from all the previous Kingdom Hearts games that have died, he has collected them inside their soul, inside his arms, inside his body, and everything like that. He probably has one in his third eye just there. It's shit like that. Something be really creepy, really fucked up. Just to show how crazy that he went through and what and who he was and shit like that. And most people like, then who really was he? No answer. But you would never get that answer. You just knew that he strung you along all this time and you stopped him. That's all you would know about him. And that's better off that way. The perfect villain to cap off the whole series. And that is it. That's it. That's it. I take a break from Kingdom Hearts and then eventually come back and continue the series if you want to, obviously. Because we know how Square and Nomura would be, they would do it. But after that, I'll be like, hey, you can do whatever you want. I'm done. I'm retired. I'm not coming back. I want to come back. You know, if they ask me to come back, I want to come back. I'm done. I did what I had to do, and I think I did great. You know, at least I did fine for what I did. You know, have someone else do it. You know, take the other realms. You know, I did my season. Now you do your season. You know, I did my timeline. Now someone else can do their timeline. If they want to start out with Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2 or something like that, I don't give a fuck. Or maybe with Birth by Sleep. Go right ahead. I don't know. But it's up to the player to decide. This is just mine. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm not saying it is. But if you guys enjoyed it, I'm happy you did. So that was that. I don't know how many people are going to watch this because this video is going to be long as there's that. And then when I talk about some spiritual stuff, people are going to be like tuning out and everything like that. You know? So that's what happens, man. Yeah. Hey, man. That's what happens. If you watch the whole video, that's how you know it's for you, man. Respect to either the brother or the sister. Seriously. Respect. Because, hey, if you watch my whole video just to, you know, if you relaxing, walking out, smoking a blunt, you know, just relaxing, that's fine. You know, I like doing this stuff, just relaxing, talking. You know, you don't have to do big videos sometimes, or just talking about videos and talk about all these fucking companies, you know. Sometimes it's just good to just chill and just talk. You know, that's the best part about YouTube. You know, and other media sites because this is on Facebook, obviously, but I will put it on YouTube. But this is the best part about these sites. You know, you could just talk and talk. It doesn't have to be like really deep shit like I talk about. You know, it could just be regular shit, and it's fine because I just love that shit. You know, it could be just talking about fixing the toilet for like a fucking half hour, and that would just be fine. Literally, I don't know. That's just me. That is just me. I'm checking my battery here, see if it's dying, but it's pretty good right now. I'm not looking at anything about Kingdom Hearts right now, and I think I'm done with Kingdom Hearts right now. I've said what I need to say, and I've talked about what I need to talk about with if I wanted to do my interpretation of it. So there's that. So my final conclusion, what should I conclude with this whole thing of the topic? Honestly, can't think of anything. I honestly can't. But if I was going to talk about it, why not? Fuck it. How about we talk about when I was a baby? The day I was born. It's not going to be a long video. It's not going to be a long topic. It's going to be a nice and short, hopefully brief. But some up of it is that when I was born, I was literally not growing inside my mother's belly. And I was born prematurely, basically. And I was literally 3 pounds. I'm not joking you. I was literally probably the same size as that ashtray over there. I was small as shit. They put me in one of those box things that your parents can touch you and everything like that. I was on the bed with wires all over me. I can't remember this shit. My mom told me this shit when she was crying. My mom tells me this shit and she cries. My grandparents, they cry. My grandmother fucking cried because her balls out. I never look. I've seen my mother cry a lot. I never seen my grandmother cry. There's only like twice in my whole life I've seen my grandmother cry. Once when her sister died, and second when my mother talked about this story. And I never like to see my grandmother cry. Okay? I'm that type of person that never likes to see their grandmother cry. So, what they did was they obviously prayed for me. But more than that, my grandparents, they went to church. They got holy water. And they put some on me. You know, they blessed it and everything like that. And, you know, they, told God and everything like that, obviously. The JENOVA's mother and everything like that. In their perspective, it was Jesus. But in me, in higher knowledge, it's the mother goddess. Because she's first, before anybody. I'm sorry. Fight with her with it. She will kick your ass. I'm telling my mom. I am your mom. It's like, yo, man. So, and my mom literally told my dad that if I died, she's not gonna have no more kids. So, and the thing is too, the doctors. It's funny about that. The doctors, they couldn't believe it that I survived. They thought I was gonna die. They didn't want to help me. I was basically getting so small. I was literally almost the same size as this controller. I am not fucking with you. They say that, well, oh, he's never gonna grow. He's gonna stay that tall. I mean, stay small. I'm pretty tall now. I'm not tall. I'm average height. I think that's pretty good. You know? They gave me a formula. A formula. First time they did it, I got even sicker. They never tried it on any other baby, but they tried it on me, and I got sicker. They tried some other formula, and I got better. And from what my mom told me, she told me that it was the most disgusting formula ever. But I drank that shit like it was fine wine. I drank that shit like I was drunk. Basically, I drank that shit like I was hungry. I don't know what it was, but it felt me up. Like I drank that shit. Like my mom said that I loved drinking it. I just loved it. And then I felt better. And then eventually I felt better. And again, the doctors were like, "What the fuck?" And here's the thing too. A long time ago, I had a dream that this is a dream that I had. I I was in the, what is it, Washington Monument. I mean, the Abraham Lincoln, statue monument when he was like sitting down and stuff. I was there. I pressed some type of button, on the side of him. His legs, where he's at, opens like a garage. I go inside, go up to a tunnel. It's pitch black, dark red, with literally candles around everywhere. Literally, it's like huge and shit. It's big and huge. There's like a little, there's like a little, mount, little top area there. There's like a little area of like, basically, hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can do this. So this is the lawn area right here, right? There's like circles around here that goes like that, right? And then right in the middle was like a little, like not plaque, but like something that was like you could put on it, almost like a stone that was drilled into like the ground, and basically that you could put on top of it, or was something for a sacrifice. Yeah, I know. Um, that's because that's what really happened. And when I had a dream about that, I saw literally, I saw a guy in a suit, and the guy in the suit was telling me at the time that what was happening, my mom gave birth to me being sick, me dying, and everything like that. When I was in the thing, that crib where they put all the babies in, basically like that. When you look through the window and all the babies are there, they literally were like, "Out of all the babies, we choose you, and we can't kill you even if we wanted to." This is from my dream. I've been more spiritual and enlightenment, and I've been more in tune and connected to nature now, and I know exactly what these evil motherfucking pieces of shit try to do. And all I have to say to them, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, and I'm gonna do what Archangel Michael did to fucking Satan herself. Alright? Because that's our brother, by the way. If you're Hispanic or black. But the guy in the suit said those words were like, yeah, we looked at all the kids, and from of all of them we looked at you and everything like that. And say that I was a prince and everything like that. So, and I'm not making this up. This is a real dream that I had. It's still to this day. I'm just like I don't really tell people this a lot because I still can't believe that shit happened to me. But so they walk me up. So I go up here, and I see a baby right there, standing, not standing, just sitting. And they were like, "It's time." Basically, they wanted me to sacrifice a baby. And from what I remember now, it's not the first time they've done that. And now I'm not saying to me. They did that to me once. My grandfather had a dream about that shit. Of him going through that shit. But another different way. When he saw it, it's literally, he said that Diablo, basically. When he saw it. When I saw it, I just saw a man in a suit. Had a red tie and shit. And the people that were coming out of the, because it was like almost like a stadium, and it was like, it looked like a soccer, basically, like a big giant stadium, but it was just circles when people can sit and everything like that. And there was like doors that people can come out of, so they were all coming out, and they all had like red hoods and everything like that. I couldn't even see their faces, you know. So when I had that dream, I was just like, shit, you know. I know someone's going to be like, you need to go to church more. Look, this is coming from a person that's spiritually in tune with themselves. You don't have to tell me none of that crap. Okay? Seriously. Be one with nature. Be one with thyself. Never be scared of things that are scared of you more. Because what they saw about you, they are more scared than anything. And I'm talking about the government. What they saw, what Hispanic people and black people look like truly, they're fucking terrified of that shit. And that's why they knocked down our tree down. That tower tree. Because when we fell in frequency, we shrunk down. Yeah. There's a little thing right there. Why do you think in the Bible, I don't want to get religious here, but why do you think in the Bible there's giants? You mean to say that we... Yeah. Now you're putting two together. But that's why I mentioned that whole thing, because it does go to me being sick and all that shit when I was a baby, when I was born. But yeah, that's my story. That's really it. I hope you guys enjoy. This is a pretty out there video today, huh? You know, it was quite a video. Hope you guys know a little bit more about me, I guess. But at the same time, I hope you guys looked at this video, find it somewhat informative in some parts of, you know, me looking at a higher perspective of life and everything like that. And obviously look at the video as, you know, me talking about with Kingdom Hearts and everything like that. If you enjoy some of that stuff, let me know down below and everything. And that's really it. You know, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the people that, you know, said hi to me in my comment section. Shout out to you guys. Excuse me. But that's really it. It's almost 2 o'clock. I'm gonna finish my blunt and I'm gonna sit down, relax, and watch some, you know, YouTube videos. You know. And I'm still trying to figure out how to freaking drive. Shut up and drive. God. Fucking songs, man. What happened to music? I feel like an old man right now. Am I even in my 70s? And I'm already saying that? Damn, man. Damn. At least my soul feels that way. I might look young, but my soul isn't. My soul's old. It really is. Have you ever heard of an old soul? That's me. So I'll see you guys later. Be safe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know down below what you think about this video.